This is a Quantar boot up. This is not an AC high power supply. You can see this is UHF versus where's a VHF one? There's a VHF receiver. Oop. You see how it's got 5 poles on the pre-selector? That's a VHF. There's no way other than looking at the FRU number on the various modules to tell what's what. This is a blank module here. Normally a lot of people put their transmit receive frequencies on. This here is a SCM module. It's also got the little internal speaker on it, and some, not all of the Quantars, and occasionally there'll be this here, which is the V24 board, which is not required for analog operation or for non-digital. So this pulls out. You see you got 2 cards in here. This is called the wireline board, and then it also has the V24 daughter card on it. This is the SCM. This is the SIM modules for the programming information on the Quantar. And this is the brains of the Quantars, which you load software in and so forth. This is the power supply. Again, this is an older power supply. I believe it's an AC low. Power supplies come in AC high and AC low. And I can show an AC high supply over here. Turn this way. It's very messy in the lab here today. That is an AC high power supply. It's a Motorola power supply. It has the fan on it, which is necessary. I don't know. I haven't had failure of the on power supplies, but some people like them. The fan does run continuously on this. Those are power supplies. You see the ones over there with the switch orientated the other direction, those are DC, 48 volt DC supplies. But this is a 25 watt station. So, and then we have power supply. If you're running 25 watts, you need the AC low power supply, which does not do 28 volts. Here's your exciter module, and then your PA. This PA is a test PA. It allows me to, and let me move over here, allows me to change the ID bit on the PA. It's just for test purposes only. So that is it. Again, receiver, optional second receiver, high stability, or what's called a SAM module, which is kind of a repeater control module. It does more advanced than just the built-in in-cabinet repeat. Most people don't run that. It's pretty esoteric, at least for ham radio. V24 with wireline, and all this stuff has different firmware on it, with the exception of the receiver, which does not have firmware. So that's the overview. And the one we'll be getting for TARC will be a VHF one. I have plenty of spare parts here for that as well. Let's see. There's spare parts. Spare parts. More spare parts. SCM and wireline boards. Firmware. Power supplies. There's a test module, if you've ever seen one of those. That's some dead stuff there. And let's see, there's some stuff there as well. This is that is my UHF ready to go, and I have some 900s and a ton of 800 megahertz stuff that's being converted to 900 and so forth. So I have a pretty much good amount for the spare parts here for the Quantar. But again, that's the overview of the Quantar. And as you can see, that's air goes in the front, comes out the back for the PA, which is kind of nice for rack mounting. And it's a pretty heavy duty box. I think it'll work perfectly over there with the pre-selector that's built in.